Hi YouTube, C here. This is actually my first video, so I'm very excited to be here today, finally. Today I'm going to be doing a review over two foundation type products that I have gotten pretty recently. One I've had for a couple months already, and the other I got only a few days ago. The first is the Studio Sculpt by MAC, and I'm sure all of you have heard a lot about this. It's a great product. The second is the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. And I know there was a lot of hype about this product on YouTube lately, so I'm just going to give you my input. I'm going to compare the two just because I've gotten these most recently, and I'm just going to give you my input about both. So first off, let's talk about the coverage of both. This is a foundation. It's a MAC foundation, so the coverage is going to be good. I've never tried any other MAC foundations, but I've heard Studio Fix Fluid does wonders. And, if Studio Fix is supposed to have the best coverage out of all MAC foundations, and this stuff has great coverage, I can't even imagine what that's like. But Studio Sculpt is great. And I have it on half my face right here, and I don't even know if you can tell the difference. This half is Missha, this half is Studio Sculpt. And it probably looks the same on camera, but let me tell you, this foundation covers so well. I have pretty bad veins and sunspots on my face, and you just cannot even see them after using this. Like look, it looks like, it looks flawless with this. So it covers great. It has a really nice dewy finish, and it just looks really good. It stays all day. It doesn't, it doesn't move. It doesn't cake off. It doesn't crease or anything. It, doesn't make me oily. It doesn't break me out. Actually, tell you the truth, when I first got this, it did break me out a little bit, and I stopped using it for a while, and then I started using it again, and it was fine. So, I don't know. I mean, I know some people do break out from MAC. It's very common. MAC does have very, very heavy foundation, So this is fine for me now. I've been using it like the past few weeks, like pretty consistently, and it doesn't break me out, and it has perfect coverage. It's just great. So it's great. I love it. Now this one, I have it on this side of my face right here. This one, the coverage is not as strong. It's more of like a tinted moisturizer type of product. So the coverage is just a lot more translucent, and I'll show you in a second. The coverage of the two on my hand. The coverage of this is really translucent, like I said. You definitely need a lot more of this product compared to Studio Sculpt or most other regular foundations that you can find in the market right now. So it is not really like a foundation, so I don't know if it's meant to have a foundation over it, that's why, but if you compare it to just any other foundation, the coverage isn't good. But it is very natural looking, and it does, give like a dewy finish also. I'd say the dewiness of both is similar. The color is different because this is NC15, and this is number 23, so it's like the natural beige, like the darker color of the two that they have available. They have 23 and 21, I think. So this is a darker color. So the colors are different, but this really is cool because it kind of like conforms to my skin. And some people out there say like, oh, whenever I first put it on, it gives me like this grayish overcast. I didn't get that at all. Like, this actually looks darker than my skin tone, but when I put it on, it just like looks like my skin. I don't know. And so that's really cool about this product. This is more of like a liquid type of consistency, and I'll show you this now. I'll put both on my hand. Okay, so, oops. So this is the BB cream, and as you can see, it's kind of like liquidy looking. It looks like liquid foundation. This is a little bit of the Studio Sculpt. I'm gonna put and the Studio Sculpt, I don't even know if you can see it. I just put just a tiny little dot of it because like I said, a little goes a long way with Studio Sculpt. Like, you see a lot of people on YouTube, it's like, oh, all I need is a pea size for my entire face. They're right. You don't need barely anything for this product. So I'm going to rub in the Studio Sculpt first. It's like gel, so I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to turn the light away a little bit so you can see that a little bit better. See how, like, when I spread that out, it's like, it's pretty thick. You know, it's like a gel. Like I said, a little goes a long way. Where whenever you spread out the Missha, see how it's like very, very translucent. It's sheer. It just kind of, you can't even see it anymore. Now, where is the Studio Sculpt? It's still very, very visible. So, I don't know if I mentioned, this is NC15. It is lighter. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I can definitely see on my hand right now how the coverage is a lot more opaque as opposed to translucent with the Studio Sculpt versus the Missha. So, let me see. So, this irritates my skin a little bit, honestly. I don't know, and I know if any of you watched Buzbeauty's review, I'll post it on the sidebar just so you have a link to it. She opens it and she's like, oh my god, it smells so good, you know, and it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell terrible, but it smells like perfume. I don't like the smell on my face, at least. I don't like the smell that much in general. I mean, I can deal with it, but I don't particularly like it on my face. I don't know if it's just psychological, but I think because of that, I kind of feel like, you know, my face is kind of itchy, and like, I don't know if I talked about this already, but I kind of feel like it's kind of itchy and like uncomfortable because of this, and this definitely makes me oily a lot faster than, you know, the Studio Sculpt, the MAC product. So that's one thing that I don't like about this, is the smell and the fact that it makes my skin a little more irritable. But when it comes to the price or the amount, I think both in the end will be about the same, and I say this because a little goes a long way with this. Like I said before, you would need so much less of this to cover your entire face than this if you're looking for coverage in the sense of, like, you know, a foundation, or, I mean, a lot of people do use this in place of a foundation, so I'm kind of comparing it in terms of foundation. So you get about 30 mils with this, which is like an ounce, and then you get about 40, which is about 1.3 ounces with this. This retails, I think, for $28 plus tax. I got this off eBay for $13. So I think in the end it comes out to be the same, because this is not only a little bit more, but, you know, you can use so much less of this. So it really comes out to the same, like the price and the amount. So don't let that be your deciding factor if you're trying to decide between one or the other. Honestly, when it comes to repurchasing, I would definitely repurchase this. This is just a really, really great foundation. The coverage is good. It looks great. It's my, I wouldn't say holy grail, like, you know, completely, but it definitely has gotten me back to liquid and gel foundations. I've been using mineral for a long time, and it's definitely gotten me back. This, I don't know if I would repurchase it. Like, I like it, it's nice, but there's things I definitely don't like about it. And I haven't used it for long enough to say for sure, but I'll definitely update you guys if, you know, I do decide, oh no, I'm never going to get this again. I will say a few things about this that I'm kind of hesitant about. It's supposed to have like a whitening agents, because I mean, it is a product from Korea. And I don't really need my skin to be any whiter. I mean, I'm pretty pale. So I don't know why. I'm sure people in Korea are pretty pale too, so I'm not sure why they're looking for whitening agents in their products. But that I'm not too happy about, the whitening agents, and I've heard some crazy reviews about this product. So message me and I'll share with you. So they kind of scare me, these reviews. So I'll see if it has any adverse effects on me, but I'll keep you guys posted. But all in all, both are pretty good. I would say definitely try out the Studio Sculpt if you're looking for a nice natural finish foundation. Try it out and let me know what you guys think. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.